In Lesson 5, we learned that conflict is inevitable. What if I told you that one of the biggest threats to your marriage isn't conflict, but unforgiveness? It's not always the big betrayals that break a marriage. It's the small grudges, the daily irritations, and the quiet resentments that slowly build a wall between you and your wife. In this video, we'll talk about why forgiveness isn't optional in marriage, how it reflects Christ's love, and why choosing grace over bitterness will strengthen your relationship. If you're ready, let's get started. Bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you has a grievance against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. Colossians 3:13. In any marriage, offenses will come, whether big or small. You and your wife will both make mistakes, say things you shouldn't, and sometimes hurt each other unintentionally.
Someone provokes you, and instead of just smiling and moving on, you zing them. Hello, it's Mr. Nasty. I'm sure you have no idea what I'm talking about.
This is why forgiveness must be a continual practice, not just a one-time event.
Well, you're sorry, and I'm sorry.
Many marriages suffer not because of big betrayals, but because of small, daily resentments that build up over time. If left unchecked, unforgiveness creates distance and destroys intimacy. But when you forgive quickly and frequently, you allow grace, healing, and love to thrive in your marriage. Marriage is a relationship between two imperfect people. No matter how much you love your wife, there will be times when she disappoints you, frustrates you, or even hurts you, just as you will sometimes do the same to her. Holding on to resentment, grudges, or past mistakes will only drive a wedge between you. Forgiveness is not optional, it is essential. But forgiving isn't just about moving on from big betrayals. It's about daily grace. It's about choosing to let go of anger when she snaps at you after a long day, or when she forgets something important, or when she unintentionally wounds you with her words. Forgiving your wife is not about whether she deserves it, it's about being obedient to God. We forgive because we have been forgiven by Christ. If God holds nothing against us when we come to Him with repentance, how can we justify holding things against our spouse? When we hold on to past hurts, bitterness grows. Resentment becomes a barrier between you and your wife. Over time, even small offenses build up, leading to emotional distance. But when you choose forgiveness, you release the poison of bitterness and allow love to flourish. At its core, forgiveness is a reflection of Christ's love. If you want a marriage that truly honors God, it must be one where forgiveness flows freely. A strong Christian marriage isn't about never making mistakes. It's about learning to forgive as Christ forgave us. Here's your challenge. This week, if your wife does something that frustrates or offends you, practice immediate forgiveness. Instead of holding on to it, pray about it, discuss it if needed, and choose grace over resentment. After 22 years of marriage, I can confidently say that deciding to love each other, practicing patience, having a willingness to grow, and God's grace have been key to our success. If you're early in your marriage or have been on the journey for years, I hope these lessons encourage you to keep building a marriage that honors God. What lessons have you learned in your marriage? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video has inspired you to keep building a strong, Christ-centered marriage. If you found it helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more practical insights for navigating marriage, family, and faith. And remember, you don't have to walk this journey alone. Visit www.instructandgrow.com for more resources made just for you. Until next time, keep leading your family with love and faith. God bless.